Welcome back to me, Sean, applying for Italian citizenship via Iure Sanguinis in Italy, not doing it in the United States, waiting for a consulate because it's ridiculously tough to get an appointment. And although this is not the next step after declaring my hospitality, I thought it was, and I was told it was the next step. And I was told this by my comune. But really, it's not the next step. And I just want to share this with you guys so you can see that sometimes you get different information, and I'm trying to keep things in line and be aware of what's really I'm supposed to do by all the research I've done and the lists I write. But I just don't know, so I check with the comune because they've been very helpful, thankfully, because of the small town, because my girlfriend knows the people in there. She lived here. My girlfriend's dad, who's helping me, knows people in there. But they're not fully familiar with the process sometimes, And although they've been helpful and responsive, and it's been a great blessing, sometimes you just learn along the way. And that is, for me, with the Permesso Di Soggiorno application in the mail, right here. This guy I went and got at the Poste Italiane, okay, it's yellow, the local post office, because I need to apply for a Permesso di Soggiorno, or a residency permit. Because in case my process of applying for citizenship, waiting to hear back from the United States, because the comune here checks your documents, make sure it's good, and they send some non-renuncia checks off to the United States. I'll explain that later in a different video. But they check with the United States, different places, to make sure that certain things are in order and that no one in your line, your heritage line, ever got rid of their Italian citizenship voluntarily. So, and when that waiting game is going on, that might take longer, the whole process with that included, and you to get accepted for citizenship, it might take longer than the 90 days you're allowed to be in the EU as an American on a tourist visa, which is what I'm on right now because I got that entry passport stamp, just as a tourist. So in order to avoid that, not having to just get kicked out of the country in the middle of your process, Italy allows you to apply for and get a residency permit, Permesso di Soggiorno, because you're here to apply for citizenship and reacquire the citizenship you have the technical right to, right? So I thought I had to do this. Comune said, yeah, you need to make sure you do that. So I went and got the paper, and after looking at it more, really what happened is I can't even fill out all these documents and paperwork on the Permesso di Soggiorno, which when I do, I will show you guys how that goes and what it's like. But by the way, to get it, all I did was get this packet. All I did was go to the Poste Italiane, the post office, and ask them for it with my girlfriend who speaks Italian, and I'm learning Italian. And they just gave it to us. And then we have to take this packet to a certain office to deliver it and pay for it. But the reason I can't necessarily fill this out right now and apply for my permesso is because the documents that you need to provide along with this packet when you bring it in to your city hall, questura office, is because of this last part, right? So this says, I think this means requirements, the top part up here, I don't know, but rilascio, this is a packet that lists the different types of permessos you can apply for, different residency permits. And these are the instructions when doing the Permesso di Soggiorno per riacquisto cittadinanza italiana, to reacquire Italian citizenship. And technically, I'm reacquiring it because I had the right to it before. That's why I'm doing it. The first part says to fill out module 1 of this packet, which is down here. The second part Second part says to include a photocopy of my passport. And then basically the third section in here says to include a photocopy of documents or documentation that shows I initiated the process of getting or reacquiring or getting my Italian citizenship, from what I understand and from what everyone who's helped me understands, right? But remember, I said the comune wanted me to get this first, but I can't get this first until I have a document that shows that I'm starting this citizenship process, right? Which it seems like from what I understand, I'm gonna get that from the comune. Once I have all my documents, once I have my declare the residency thing, and then I have my citizenship appointment, right? I'll get some document that says, hey, he's actually started this process. He has the right to try to apply for a Permesso Di Soggiorno. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to get a clearer answer. I'm posting about it in Facebook. But from what I've understood and from word I've gotten, that's what I need to do. Even though the comune is kind of like, we don't know. That's the only logical thing. And after researching, that's what I've come up with. And it only makes sense because that's what it says here on this documentation. So let that be a lesson to make sure that you do research, that you check in the Facebook group, the U.S. Italian Dual Citizenship Facebook group that's been so helpful to me. And if you got to wait a bit because you don't have the right answer, that's okay. Because once you apply for this permesso, this residency visa or permit, residency permit, that's what gives you the right to stay until you hear back about whether you got approved or denied for this residency permit. So even if I apply for this on my 89th day in the EU Schengen zone in Italy, once I get the receipt that I submitted my application, that is what I can utilize to show to a police officer or someone who wants to be like, why are you still here, if they run up on me. That I show them, hey, I applied and I'm waiting to hear back. Now, once I hear back, if I get denied, then I gotta go. If I'm still here after 90 days. But once you apply, it gives you the right to sit and wait for that answer. So if you gotta wait before submitting your permesso packet, even till the 89th day, it's okay. So just chill out, make sure you get the right information, because I'm sure if you're gonna come to Italy, you made some financial planning to be able to be here for 3, 6, who knows, 8, 9 months. So if you can't apply for this right away, don't freak out, stay tranquille, okay? You can do it, it's no problem. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'll let you guys know some more updates. The next thing I'm doing is going to get my documenti translated, traduttori, translated, tradutti, tutto, traduttori, traduzione, translations. So yeah, and I'm gonna wait on this permesso di soggiorno till a little bit later. And if you have some questions, put it in the comments and I might answer. If there's a ton of you guys, sorry, I don't have, I do type fast, but I will try to answer some. And I'll see you in the next video of me applying for Italian cittadinanza in Italy with a perfect accent. Yes, you're welcome. Goodbye.